All right. Sorry for the technical difficulty, but I wanted to get that right. I had to get that set up because I want to hear from the people when they want to talk about it. So, uh, yeah, see, you can have
Let me.
that. That can come back.
All right.
That can run it
Oh,
back
okay. That's so we can close out this first honorable mention.
for real.
All right. It's the call should be coming through now.
And on that, let me pull up.
Unknown caller.
All right, check it. You live? You hear me? Man, what's up with the caller? Check, check.
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
How you guys doing?
We doing great. You had something to say about Mega Man, huh?
Oh, dude, I got it. Well, I was told what's up with Contra and Final Fantasy. I have words about that and Mega Man, as a matter of fact.
Well, all you gotta do is sit tight for the other ones. We on Mega Man right now.
Yeah, give us your
Ooh.
take real quick on
All
why
right.
Mega Man is your favorite game.
Oh, Mega Man is your
All
favorite
right.
game.
I'm about to give you guys real info and the delight about why Mega Man stands on top.
Okay.
I love every single Mega Man video game that has come out. I beat a majority of them. I own a lot of them. And when you really look at it, I didn't put it on my list because I look at Mega Universe. Y'all know this. Mega Man made it in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And he made it in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but it wasn't him, it was Zero, which Zero does have all the abilities of Mega Man. Get my point? When you really look at it, Mega Man has been around for so long, for decades. They're about to release a new one. And not only is he universal, he is the mascot of Nintendo next to Mario. Mega Man is just, how can I say, he's just that character that everybody liked. I mean, when you look at it, where is he from? Japan? They created him from over there. Then he came over to America and then took over. When you look at it, he can use any kind of weapon. He has video games from soccer, race car, fighting games, and his own platform. So when it comes to Mega Man, and low key, I even sampled Mega Man and made a track out of it. So
I don't disagree with you about Mega Man. I like Mega Man. Like I just don't think I don't think the rest of the world agrees with us though. That's my only thing. I like Mega Man a lot. I just don't think he has the same popularity
As a lot of the other.
as a lot of the other, especially a lot of the games that's going to come up today. And I just can't figure out why. It was always a fun game to me.
some people probably don't look at it because they look at this guy walking down the side scroll shooting with his mega buster. Yeah, but it just, I guess some people just not in for that fast. It was ahead of his time back then, and Mega's still ahead of his time. It's just, I don't know, for some people, you can understand it. I don't know.
We gonna tap back in with you on some of the other ones in the list. So I'm gonna text you when they call back in, bro.
All right, bet.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Hey, man, so I'm not the only Mega Man fan out there, so I appreciate it. I appreciate not being the only Mega Man fan out there. He deserves better, from the world. The world needs to know Mega Man's name. Let's go to the next honorable mention. I don't want to be on the honorable mentions all day because we got a whole list of top 20s that we're gonna get to. But the next one on the honorable mention is Oregon Trail. So I'm dating myself right now, but shit, if you had a computer that had actual floppy disks, like not the hard floppy disks, but the actual floppy disks, then you have played Oregon Trail on your computer. It's probably one of the first games that you played if you didn't have an Atari or the OG Nintendo for it. You literally would tell people, would just type in, it would ask you like, what do you want these people to do? You want them to take this trail? You want them to not take this trail? That's Mega Man. Why he refused to go away. you travel on the trail, learn about the trail, and then you literally, I don't think anybody got past it. I think it's just a lot of mass murder going on. Like some people got, yeah, they died of diarrhea. Like, go ahead, see.
Didn't you have to answer? Didn't you have to answer questions like math questions and like just overall like academic questions to go further in the game?
Yeah, because you had to know how you were going to like maneuver down the trail. That was the whole point. If you did the wrong things, hold on, let's pull. I'm about to pull it up right now. If you did the wrong things on this, like I have this much food, I got to go this far. You know, like you had to really plot this out, or you're gonna kill your whole family. Like it was a very dark game for a 4-year-old to be playing at this time. Imagine somebody, a 4-year-old today, trying to play Oregon Trail.
They should do an Oregon Trail, the reality one, because the real Oregon Trail is full of cannibals.
Well, I don't know. That just went left. I don't know what happened. Just
okay. All right. What
we moving from Oregon Trail. All right, next one up. On honorable mentions, still honorable mentions. This one went crazy. The Sims Online. The Sims was already crazy. They put this online. This is when the internet became the internet. This is when it got dark. I'm gonna let you start with it.
First of all, I hate that goddamn game. I hate it with a passion. One day, I was going downstairs to get some Kool-Aid. It was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And then all of a sudden, out my daughter's room, I hear a meow, 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 meow. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Because I know the noise, it triggered me. It was like PTSD, like a Vietnam flashback. Man, I go in the room, she playing that goddamn Sims. The number one thing I hate about Sims is, why don't they talk? Why is it gerber, gerber, gerber? I hate it. People get trapped online. They can create real friendships. You even have people that have gotten married to each other from meeting on the game. But why can't they talk with regular English verbiage? Why does it sound like all jurgle jurgle?
Are you talking about the characters talking gerbil?
Yes, the characters in the game, they do not talk with actual words. It's gibberish.
Because it's cheaper to just have them go and you can chat, and then for them to do voiceover actors for every language that you need. It's not in the days of AI where they can just mimic a robot voice now. Like today, they'll be easy.
Sims is the creator of the incel male. Okay, incels, guys who don't want to leave the house, that don't want to talk to girls in real life. They get trapped online. That game birthed a lot of those dudes.
This is the birth of the creep. So Sims Online is the birth of the creep. You sitting here thinking you talking to a girl, and you talking to some 400-pound dude that's in Jersey, bored out of his mind. Yeah, this was the birth of the creep, the Sims Online, like for real. But Lewis say Ray got the stories. I don't even know what you mean by that, my boy. What you mean Ray got the stories? Never mind. I don't think I want to know. That's too early for Lewis. I don't think I want to know yet. All right, moving through. Let's move through these quick. All right. Tetris. It has to be on there as an honorable mention at least. If you had the original Game Boy, you had Tetris. If you had Game Boy in your pocket, you had Tetris, and that's 100% facts.
Tetris, I wish could have fit in that top 20 just because of it. It was kind of like if you look at it, it was kind of like one of the first mobile games in a sense where children and adults were both playing at the same time. And it's really a great game when you are zoning out and you're just trying to think, or you having some form of anxiety, or you stressed out. Tetris is an amazing game to play. It's helped me out several times in my life when I wanted to crash out. I swear to God, I would turn on Tetris and I'd be cool.
I think Tetris, I think they're either coming out with a movie about Tetris, or they just came out with a movie about Tetris, like how they thought about making it, or whatnot. But no, Tetris is definitely up there. I think depending on the time, like the time frame when we made this, list, like if this was the 80s and we were doing this, Tetris 100% in the top 20. Like it's not even
close. Yeah,
it's not even a question on it. But yeah, no, Tetris, I agree with you. Let me take it down. Hold on. I gotta bring these up. Man, this is the biggest list I've ever had to put up. My computer can't take it. I need a new computer. Anybody want to buy me a MacBook? Let me know. Put it in the chat. I do take
that
pride.
Neo.
I might get that Neo. Shit, it might work better than my computer. All right, next move on. Pong. Look, it was before my time. It was definitely before my time. But you got to give an honorable mention because this was like the first game that you was able to take into your house, like, and plug into your TV. It's simple, but imagine how like awestruck kids were being able to do this.
It's shocking that these were amazing graphics for the time.
Just the
people
technology.
were blown away.
I don't think people understood what graphics were at the time. I think they probably thought this was as good as it got.
Yeah, right.
I think they knew that they were more happy that they were able to interact with something on their TV screen. They were turning the knob and it was moving and doing what you told it to do. I don't think they cared about graphics. We're spoiled with graphics now. They was just entertained by the actual game of it. But let's move on. Get into the nitty gritty now, because some of these we really need to have on there. The next one is Contra. Now Contra stayed on this. Contra stayed in the top 20 until about 3:00 today. We had to pull Contra off the top 20. But I will say this about Contra. Contra is the OG cheat code. Unlimited ammunition. Like up, down, was it left, right, A, B.
Select start.
Select start. People literally have tattoos of the Contra code, like on them. Like that's how serious the Contra code is. So you can't make a list and not talk about Contra, man.
As a kid, I remember the code before I remember my house phone number. That's how rooted it was into your cerebral.
And look at the cover. All it is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and then the aliens behind it.
Dude, I never looked at it like
you never noticed the alien, did you?
No, until right now.
Yeah, that's look. I don't know how they didn't get sued over this cover art. That's all it is. Arnold, Sylvester, and the aliens. That's it. But yeah, you got to put Contra in there. I got 2 more honorable mentions, and then we go into the top 20. I got 2 more. Now this one here, Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time, to me, I'm going to bunch up in a few things. It started off in the arcade where you was able to play as all 4 turtles. And then it morphed over. I think they put it on the Super Nintendo, so you could take it home. But I'll bunch a couple games. I'm going to bunch a couple into the Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time, X-Men: Children of the Atom, and The Simpsons. Those are all cabinet games where you could play 4 players at the same time. I think those were the OG games. I could play any of those games with the same amount of excitement to this day. Let me go to an arcade and see any one of those games there, and I'll get it.
I really hate that we could only do 20 because this game was like going to Chuck E. Cheese on Friday or going to Chuck E. Cheese when my mama got that income tax check. I knew that I was going to be on this game for a good 30 minutes straight.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't moving off this. It was one of the hardest games to beat at home too.
I just remember. I don't think I get past what's his name. What's Baxter, the fly.
Yeah.
I don't think I get past Baxter. I think that's when I always run out of tokens. Like I can't get past Baxter on it. Like the thing that be pissing me off about these arcade games is that you were never going to get to the end because it's an arcade.
Arcade.
Like you was only going to get so far before your mom ran out of money or it's time to go home. That would piss me the hell off, man. And I didn't have Super NES, so I didn't get to play it on console. So if y'all had it, good for y'all.
You was a Genesis guy?
Hell
was
yeah,
Sega?
I was Genesis.
Oh,
Hell yeah, I was
you
Sega.
my nigga. Damn, my nigga.
Hell yeah, I was Sega. Come on, man. Anyway, I didn't do that. I didn't do that SNEX stuff. That sounds stupid to me. Anyways, all right, one more. Mike Tyson Punch Out. Listen, this is the boxing game that started boxing games. This game, this is the game that was ain't nobody coming here to see you, Otis, and I'm gonna tell you why. When Mike Tyson got into all his legal trouble, they pulled Mike Tyson Punch Out, and they tried to make another game just called Punch Out. Didn't nobody play Punch Out? You were not coming to play Punch Out. You was trying to get to Mike Tyson and beat Mike Tyson. Like I don't know anybody that played Punch Out, just regular Punch Out. It was all about Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Have you ever heard? Well, I don't know if it's true or not. A game with a black. So they changed color.
They changed.
That I've heard from.
Yo, hold on. I don't know if it's me or you blanking out, but somebody blanking out. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling you out and putting you back in. Pause. There you go. You good now.
Yeah. I don't know if it was true or not, but I was told that in certain countries, you did not see African American as Mike Tyson. You saw him white.
Oh, I can believe that completely. I can believe because like China don't really rock with like that. Like if there's a movie poster with a predominant black person on it, they'll remove the black person off the poster and make a different poster for it. So you talking about the 80s? 100%. Yeah. I can see that happening. Yeah, I can 100% can see that happening. But Mike Tyson Punch Out was the shit, though. I mean, even though Buster Douglas boxing, the next one that came out, that game was better. And what's it called? Fight Night. That franchise that came out, Fight Night was crazy good. But that came years later. But you talk about just nostalgia and where there was, everybody had Mike Tyson Punch Out. All right, man. You ready to get into this?
Let's get into the nitty gritty so we can upset some people.
All right. This is it. This is the top 20 now. All those other ones was honorable mentions. We're done with that. Now we're going to the goods. So let me get myself together with this. Because my computer is like, why do you have so many things loaded? All right, first one that's on there, and I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want it on there, but we didn't have no choice. Number 20 is gonna be World of Warcraft. I would like to let you guys know that I'm a self-admitted nerd, but I'm not this much of a nerd.
Yeah.
I've asked so many people about World of Warcraft over the last week, and everybody says the exact same thing. They say, "Man, I don't play it, but you got to put it on there." So everybody says, "Yeah, I don't play this game, but you got to put it on there." I haven't met one person yet that has actually played this game or does play this game, but it's like the OG, online RPG. See, I'm not an RPG person at all. That's one of the the issues I have with it. But yeah,
Yeah,
what do you got?
World of Warcraft is the Mike Jones of video games, like you just said.
Tell me
A lot
about
of
it.
people
Yeah.
ain't played it. And in today's terms, kids, World of Warcraft will be NBA YoungBoy. Everybody done heard his name, but I can't tell you not one song of his. I also believe that World of Warcraft was one of the games that helped usher in esports. And you look at esports now, you
Yeah.
know, competitions at a minimum level are 250,000 grand prize.
There's no esports without this game. There's no.
Not at
I think the current one that's I guess the new World of Warcraft is League of Legends.
Mhm.
That's I guess people are playing that right now. But there is no esport gaming without World of Warcraft and all the super nerds. I'm not on that nerd level. I don't know. I don't have that nerd stamped on my card yet. I'm trying to get there. I never want to get there. I'm sorry. I put this in the same people that play the Magic card gathering shit. They play this. All
Dungeons and
the
Dragons.
people, Dungeons and Dragons, and I don't play games where it's like, okay, I hit you. Okay, now you hit me. Like I don't like you, and I don't. Matter of fact, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to talk about it no more. I want to get this off my screen. Never want to play this game, but we have to put it up there because we would be wrong if we didn't. All right. Now that that's out the way, another dog that should be big, as some people would say, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. To me, he's a cheap knockoff of Mario. Sega had to have a Mario. And I liked the original game. I liked 2 when they brought Tails into it. But if you go back and play one of those Sonic games, or even a Sonic game now, all you doing is running and jumping. Like you're just running and jumping through the game. That's it.
Okay. Do you believe that Sonic, influence-wise, was cooler than Super Mario?
At the time when Sonic released, yes.
Okay.
Sonic ran faster than Mario. He jumped higher than Mario. Like you kind of destroyed the bad guys a little bit more violent than Mario. So at the time, yes, but I don't think he lasted game wise the test of time. Now, if you look at now, he's gonna be on his 4th movie coming out. That they're all making $1 billion, so he's still relevant. Hold on. Are we talking about watching mouth about Sonic? That's fair.
Now, this is something that I believe contributed to Sonic having his day, but his heyday went kind of quickly. First thing, they should have had 2-player mode for the first game. Having only 1 player, it isolated sales for the Sega Genesis. If a mom, a hardworking single mom, has 2 kids that want to play the game the same time. So that was a red flag for Sonic. And the second thing is, Sonic for years was the rival of Mario, but when Sega decided to wave the white towel, they licensed Sonic to Nintendo.
Let me stop you right there, because there's nothing that pisses me off more than when I see one of my characters from my console jump to the Nintendo ship. And when Nintendo bought the rights to Sonic, it was like when Vince McMahon bought WCW and he ended up on Nitro. Like, Sonic did not belong on there. I don't want to see Sonic in Smash Brothers. I want to see Sonic in Mario Kart. I want to see Sonic on nothing Mario related. And the fact that he is, look, you ain't got the juice. Sonic ain't got the juice, man. So Sonic got to be 19. You ain't got the juice. You could have been.
Let's get those let's get these last two little interesting facts with Sonic. The cartoon
Go ahead.
version, both Sonic cartoons, Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, was the voice of Sonic. And the second known fact that Michael Jackson helped create some of the music in Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game.
Oh, did you just blew my mind with that? You just blew my mind with that one. Did not know that. Okay, set them up. There you go. Little facts. You know, I like little trinkets of facts. All right, number 18. Hey, man. Another game. I'm not on this nerd level yet. I don't want to ever be. People play it.
Yeah,
But I'll
let's go
tell
with
you how
that.
this no game has pissed me off more than this game, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think it was on the original PlayStation. Final Fantasy 3 came out, and I saw the commercial for it. And the commercial showed one of the most beautiful games I had ever seen in my life. I'm like, what is this? I ran to my mama. And then we ran straight to Toys R Us. And I needed that game. And I got that game home. And it looked nothing like the commercial. The commercial only showed cutscenes. And I got that little whack ass RPG. And this is when I learned what an RPG was. It's probably why I don't like them to this day. And I came across this shit, and I will never. You couldn't pay me to play this game.
I'm gonna go back a little bit further. The first Final Fantasy 3, because the one for the PS was the rebooted one or the enhanced one. The first one came out on the SNES, right? And I used to hate going over to the guy that used to cut my hair at the time because his son was into Final Fantasy 3. And the whole time that I'm over there waiting to get my hair cut, I see this fool got Mortal Kombat, got all other games to play, but he wanted to play this game. And like you said, somebody hit somebody, and I just took 20 XP from your red dragon. And like, man, I can't get with it, but those type of games, they got a loyal fan base.
But check it. Kids today, I get why kids today like Final Fantasy, because kids today are weird. And I knew they were weird when I saw I saw somebody playing. No, I'm sorry. I saw some kid watching YouTube, watching another person play a game. I said, "What are you doing?" Oh, I'm watching them play this game. I said, "Well, why don't you play the game?" And it's like, "No, I just want to watch." What the fuck do you mean you just want to watch the game? Give me the sticks, my boy. Like this generation is so weird. So it might like that RPG stuff, watching, and then you hit me, and then I hit you, and it's not for me, unfortunately. I'm sorry, it's not for me. It's just not. Can I get this off my screen now?
Yeah, delete that.
Let me delete that. I think that's the last game on here that I like legit hate though. I think
Okay.
I got all my hate games out of it. I think I'm okay with the rest of the list on it. All right, moving on. I'll let you start. Number 17, Metal Gear.
Okay. Now, Metal Gear has it's been around for a while. Started back on the NES, but the one that really locked people in, I believe it was Metal. I think it was Part 3. I think it was Metal Gear Solid Part 3. What's the character's name? Snake. I think that's his name.
Snake.
I
yeah.
always thought that the game was based off of that one movie with Kurt Russell when he was, what is it? God damn it.
Lost in New York.
Lost in New York.
Escape from New York.
Yeah, there you go. I always felt that Metal Gear Solid was like, it kind of borrowed from their IP property. But I love playing that game. You can walk behind somebody, choke them out, stab them.
This started like all those, Like what's that? What's the oh my goodness, Tom Clancy. What's his games? Oh man,
Well, like Battlefield and
it started a whole slew of games of being that
yeah.
espionage spy. I sneak up on you, yada yada yada. Metal Gear Solid 3, you're right. That was the one. But the one that perfected it was the next one, Metal Gear Solid 4. And if you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4, anybody watching, go play Metal Gear Solid 4. It is a legit movie. I'm talking about the cutscenes are a movie. You know what pissed me off, because we weren't at the right stage of learning how to save games and shit back then, and I got so far into this game and it crashed on me. I'm towards the end.
No.
But you know what I did? I went back and played that bitch. I went back. I played it again. This game is so good. Me talking about it now makes me want to see if it's on PlayStation 5 and I can go play this again, because Metal Gear Solid is amazing.
I never played 4. I got to check that out.
If you play nothing, play 4. But this is another game that broke my heart. It broke my heart when it ended up on the Xbox. And I'm like, why did you sell the rights to PlayStation? Pissed me off twice. PlayStation pissed me off with this game being on Xbox, and Tomb Raider ended up on Xbox. And I'm like, why would you give them those games? They're not about to give you Halo. So why would you give them your bangers? It pissed me off. But no, please, everybody and their mama, go watch or play. Or if you're this new school kids, just go watch it on YouTube. Watch Metal Gear Solid. Next one up, close to my heart. Go ahead, I'll let you start with it.
Oh, God of War. The what's the guy? Let his lead character Kratos. Is how you say his name.
Yeah.
I wasn't the hugest God of War player, but I do know that the hype for that game every time before one dropped, it had everybody on the edge of their seat waiting to cop it. And I know that it has won awards for having some of the best storytelling within the video game. Like, people were heavily invested into this character. And I think that's the other character in this shot is his son, right?
That's his son. I'm not gonna give spoilers, but yes, that's his son, Atreus.
Yeah, and I just remember like watching clips of it, and I always thought to myself, why haven't they turned this game into a movie? Like you got, like they did Last of Us, they need to do a God of War movie. Because go ahead, my brother.
Are you speaking? Wait, let me finish. Let you finish your thought on that. Go ahead, because something happened.
Okay. I don't know if you would consider all of the cutscenes in the game. I don't know if you would consider that some form of a movie, but in terms of like live adaptation, I think the storyline and the different versions of God of War, you do have enough to make a proper live adaptation film.
So they're coming out with a TV show. They're coming out with a TV show. It's already in development for Prime. I'm not gonna lie, the first stills that they came out with it looks like straight ass. It looks stupid. But I don't know if you watched Sons of Anarchy, but if you did, the guy that played Opie is playing. Now you got me not being able to say his name. Kratos. Yeah, he's playing him, and there's this little kid playing a son. It looked really cheesy. I think they should have held on to that still until they had like a trailer for it. But there is an entire TV show coming out. But what I will say this though, you are right. This game is a movie. This storytelling is a movie, and I love Greek mythology, and this is actually Norse god mythology for whatever now. But I slow burn it, bro. I had the previous one that came out. It took me about a year and a half to finish it because I didn't want to just run through it. And then I beat it, and then I got Ragnarok, which is the latest one. And I'm slow burning that one, not because it's not fantastic. I just want to take my time with it. But now that they announced Grand Theft Auto 6, I got till November to finish this before I gotta be able to focus. But no, God of War probably has some of the best storytelling in a video game of all time. Like, for real.
This wouldn't have made it onto your personal list, though, would have?
Yes,
It would have?
it would have. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
100%. Yes. It would. If it was on my list, it would have been higher. But yeah. All right, let me get rid of God of War, and let's go to one that deserves everybody's respect. Everybody's respect. Resident Evil. Man, come on. This game started it all.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Raccoon City.
Jill Valentine, Raccoon City.
Get your guns out. PlayStation 1. I got my ass whooped by my mama playing Resident Evil.
Why?
Because I didn't have a memory card and I had got real far in the game, right? And remember, to save, you would have to find a typewriter and then you could save where you at. So I didn't have no memory card at the time. And when I would go to school during the day, I would put something over the power indicator so no one, my stepdad or my mom, wouldn't see that the game was on. But one day I forgot to put the little indicator on, and the game had became so hot because I had left my PlayStation on probably for like almost 2 weeks. It burnt into the carpet.
What?
Yeah.
Your place burnt?
It burnt into the carpet. I got towed up.
Hey, man, it was worth it, man.
Now, I got one more other thing to say about Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Why do you think games like this continue to get like revisions and they get reboots? And we've had several Resident Evil 2s and 3s, and I think right now they just redid 6, I believe. Like, what about it?
I'm gonna tell you why, because I honestly I wish they would do it with more games. Don't even give me a new game. Just give me the game with the technology that we have today. That's why. It's the best games came out back in the day, honestly. Like, if I could get X-Men Alliance, Ultimate Alliance, remember the game?
Yeah.
They came out. If I can get that game with today's graphics, that's the best X-Men game that's ever came out. Like, it really is. Like, it was fantastic. But like Resident Evil, I forget which one came out on GameCube, but it was a 2-player co-op. It was fantastic. Just like, give me those games and just keep giving me technology on it. That's why they keep coming back to it. Like God of War, they're gonna redo the original trilogy, but they're remastering it with today's graphics. Like, yes, give me that. I will go back and play that, like, all the time. But Resident Evil, again, I think we talked about it more offline. I mean, it's the birth of the zombie movies. It's just there's no Resident Evil, there's no Walking Dead, there's no Silent Hill, there's no all those
days later.
Yeah, you need this game. And then people are gonna be like, no, it's because of Night of the Living Dead and all that shit. I was like, nah, this added the I'm gonna shoot people in the face, like, zombie movie. Like, they incorporated this. And then when the Resident Evil movies first started coming out, when they actually started, like, made sense, like, it was cool, man. It's cool. I think it's a classic, man. Now I will say this. Some the new one came out, and this pisses me off. because these new games cost like $70, and the new one came out
Yeah.
and somebody beat it in like 2.5 hours or some shit like that. I'm not paying you $70 for a game that I can beat in 2.5 hours. Like, if there's no, replayability on it, like, I'm not playing that.
And another bad thing with games like this now is someone will screen record the entire game and upload all of the walkthrough and cutscenes, and it's like someone telling you the ending of a movie.
Don't tell me shit about it. Moving on. This is a throwback. This is for 80s babies. GoldenEye, Nintendo 64. Look, man. If we just talking Nintendo 64, there's two things you can't tell me nothing about. And again, I'm a PlayStation person, so I don't really rock with Nintendo. But I did go with my boy Joe Simo's house after school, and we played GoldenEye, and we played WWF No Mercy. First, we played WWF WrestleMania 2000, but No Mercy ended up being the better evolution of that game. But that's still the best wrestling game of all time. But we played these two games, and what Nintendo 64 had going for it was the fact that it had the 4-player op mode on its games down packed. This game here, I don't even know if there is a story mode for this, because we just loaded up 4-on-4 and started whooping ass. And once you got that golden pistol, it was over with.
Have you seen certain clips, photos, and old VHS tapes of people, like friends, bringing 4 TVs over someone's house, and they got like the connector that will connect all of the N64s together, and all you see is 4 TVs and 4 people sitting across from each other, all playing at the same time.
Yeah, man. You had to tell people, don't look at my screen, man.
Don't look
Because
at-
I had to, I knew the hiding spots. I knew the hiding spots. Don't look at my screen. It's you cheating. Like how that cheating? Because I'm looking at the TV screen. Like, don't look up. Don't look up at my part of the screen. You're cheating if you see where I'm hiding at. But oh man, I think this is where the newer consoles has kind of lost their something, because it was all about your friends all meeting up and getting in the house and playing the game, right? And I know that now that there's online, that you expect, oh, we'll play everybody online. But what if I got people coming over to the crib? I need 2-player co-op. I need 4-player co-op games in the house that we could just square up on more often. But I think GoldenEye is the OG shooter. Like, there's no Call of Duty, and there's no GoldenEye. There's no Battlefield. There's no GoldenEye.
Would you like a rebooted GoldenEye game?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think they tried it once, but that was like years ago. They would have to do something to make it, like I said, the big nostalgia about it was being able to go with your people and play. So, like, what would be the fascinating part about it that would make people, be happy? But moving on to the next one. Now, I got some things to say about this. So I'm gonna let you go first, because you can see my voice is kind of and I need to give it a break for a second.
Fatality.
Number 13 is Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, created by Ed Boon and John Tobias from Chicago, Illinois. Mortal Kombat was the first live motion capture video game, and it was also one of the games that spearheaded the video game rating system. Okay.
Yep.
Depending on which version you had, if you had the Sega Genesis version, blood was already on it. If you had the SNES version, you had to type in the code to change the sweat to blood.
No, wait, wasn't now I know that the Genesis version always had it,
Yeah,
but
always.
the Nintendo version originally didn't even have a code for it, right?
For Mortal Kombat 1, it didn't have a code. Mortal Kombat 2 was the one that introduced the code.
Yeah. And when you bought, even if you were buying the one for Genesis, you had to get like your parent had to buy this game.
Yep.
It was one of the first games where you couldn't just go in and be like, hey, let me get Mortal Kombat. It's like, no, you gotta bring me an adult to see this fake splattered blood on screen.
Is Mortal Kombat one of those games that lost its substance and lost its way because they wanted to cut corners? Like when Midway had to defunct the company and come back as NetherRealm because Warner Brothers was now involved with the Mortal Kombat property. Do you believe that going from live motion capture to digital characters is the day that Mortal Kombat lost its soul?
I hear what you're saying. Because that's what made it stand out. That's what made it completely different than the other ones. I don't think so. I think it got a little bit big for its britches. Because I think Mortal Kombat is the game that before viral was a viral thing. I think this is the first game that went viral. Now, I'm not saying it's the biggest game of all time, but you got to think how quick that flame grew. And you have Mortal Kombat, you have Mortal Kombat 2, and then the movie came out. Then the movie part 2 came out. This is all within like, what, 5 years? Maybe?
5 years. Yep.
About 5 years, like all this hype. Like, and you couldn't tell me shit going to see either one of those Mortal Kombat movies other than this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life until let me go watch it right now. And I'm like, I can't believe I paid to see these movies.
Dude, part 2 was a shit show. If you watch the it's like the unauthorized biography on the films, and they talk about how production costs got slammed, and some of the original actors, they wanted to pay them the same pay rate as they just did for the first one. The only great thing we got from the movie was the techno soundtrack.
Was the soundtrack, because I will play to this day if somebody yells out Mortal Kombat, we gonna be on it.
That's the greatest thing we got from the fans, and ironically, the soundtrack was done before the movie was even out. When the guys were contracted to do the soundtrack, they weren't given any footage, or they weren't given any early footage of the game. I mean, of the movie. They were only given the footage that they had of the video game, and they finished their project before the film came out.
Crazy, but I mean, you look like this. I will say this though. What's the game? What's the DC game with Mortal Kombat and DC?
Injustice.
Injustice is great. There's no way they're making an Injustice game like that if Mortal Kombat wasn't a part of it. If they didn't do the DC versus Mortal Kombat first,
there we go.
They did DC versus Mortal Kombat first, then they did Injustice, and those are some of the greatest fighting games to come out. So you need Mortal Kombat for that purpose. So, and they coming out with the new movies. I wasn't the biggest fan of the last movie that came out. I think because I recently watched it, the first 20 to 30 minutes of that movie is fantastic. And I'm like, this is about to go ham. But then once they focus on that new character, Cole person, and I was like, oh, you ruined the whole thing.
Now, you know me. Got another little nugget fact here. When we were on the cusp of coming out of COVID, Mortal Kombat, the movie, it was originally supposed to be shown in theaters, but due to the pandemic, they said we are going to release it on HBO Max 21 days after the theatrical release. And before they released it, after the first 21 days, what you just said was golden, because on HBO Max, they had released the first 15 minutes of the movie where you could watch it before the 21 days hit. So everyone was hyped up on that 21st day to watch it at the crib. And that's how it had ranking numbers as one of the top viewed things on HBO Max for 2021. Because everybody, like you said, enjoyed that first 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They knew what they was doing.
They knew what they were doing with that. You're right on that. Let's move on to number 12. Number 12, look, if you listen to Chat GPT, they want him to be number 1. And look, I understand. First of all, everybody see my Kirby shirt? I'd like to put things back. This is Kirby.
Love it.
If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know with the Kirby. My bad. Pac-Man. Hey man, OG Arcade. Tell me that somebody that hasn't played Pac-Man, I'm telling you somebody that's a liar. You've played some form of Pac-Man. And you know what's so crazy?
What's up?
They had the audacity to come out with Miss Pac-Man. And you know the only difference between Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man? They put a fucking bow on top of Pac-Man.
Put a bow.
Said, no. This is a new game. Trust me. This is a new game. But it still goes hard. This is one of those games where it's like, man, you can't update perfection. The game is what it is. It's entertaining. I'm gonna run from these ghosts and then I'm gonna chase these ghosts. It's kind of like my life, honestly. Like real. Sometimes you run from them, so you gotta chase them.
Yeah, dog. I got good in Pac-Man because I would envision me in a high-speed chase from the police. So every time, even up to this day, when I play Pac-Man, I imagine that the police chasing me because I've gotten in 2 high-speed chases before. Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I swear to God on it. But yeah, man. Pac-Man was one of the video games when the washer and dryer weren't working at home and you had to go with your mama to the laundromat. You know it was gonna be a Pac-Man arcade next to that vending machine.
Look, man, I'm from Chicago, but my daddy's people, my mama's people from Mississippi, right? So we used to go to Mississippi. We was going to the bottom. We go Yazoo City, Bentonia. There's this little dirt road. There was this little juke joint on the side of the road, right next to the swamp. I can't make this up. Only thing in there is jukebox, a pool table, the bar where you order your drink. You can maybe fit 15 people in there tops, but they had that little tabletop Pac-Man game. So I would go there and I would order my Dr. Pepper. I couldn't get a drink, but they didn't care about kids going in there. We in the country. I would order me a Dr. Pepper and I play my tabletop Pac-Man, and my pops and my uncles and shit. They over there talking shit, playing pool. Like Pac-Man is everywhere. Pac-Man in the hood, Pac-Man in the suburb, Pac-Man in your house. And Pac-Man cartoon was phenomenal. I love that little cartoon for Pac-Man. Pac-Man deserves props. I almost want to put him higher, but I'm not. I almost want to put him higher, but I'm not going to do it. But you can't say you didn't play Pac-Man.
Can't say that.
All right, one away from the top 10. So who's number 11?
Halo. And I don't have that much to really say other than I know it helped the original Xbox become one of the top selling systems for like 2 years in a row, and that was only because the PlayStation 3 was one of the worst selling home consoles from Sony.
And the only reason it was wearing the worst. Okay, so let's dive into that because you're
Okay.
right. You're right on all of that. This was the game that kept Xbox alive, but PlayStation gave it an alley-oop when it decided to sell its PlayStation 3 for $600 back in 2001. It got, again, a little too big for their britches, and they thought everybody and their mama was going to go buy a $600 PlayStation, and they didn't. But what they did do was go buy that damn 360. So everybody had that 360. I don't think the 360 was a better console than the PlayStation 3, but more people had the 360 because it was cheaper. So more people has the 360. They need a game to play with it. And what do they have? They have Halo. They have Bungie.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had multiplayer co-op on the first Halo, right?
Don't give me the line. I didn't have it.
I think so. Because
Yeah,
Halo's
yeah,
another
multiplayer?
game
But no, it wasn't online though. It was just in the house.
in the house. Yeah, like unlike like how we were talking about with GoldenEye on N64, where
Yeah.
I think with Halo you were able to have multiple people on it on one console.
Yeah, I think so. And all I remember is, 'cause I did play Halo 2, is that he was able to have two different guns in there. So he had you could have two different style guns, and that was different than Halo 1. But yeah, I don't. There's a reason that even though like PlayStation has like Gears of War, which I was shocked about that. They got Destiny. These are all Bungie games, by the way. Xbox, even though Xbox is damn going out of business, they still have not let PlayStation get Master Chief on no PlayStation console. And that's why I'm yelling at PlayStation for letting Lara Croft go to Xbox, for letting Solid Snake go to Xbox. There's no way in hell that Xbox is going to give you Master Chief. Like, it's not going to happen.
That's because if Microsoft didn't have Sega as a precursor in terms of don't license your cash cow, Microsoft was able to see the failure of why Nintendo and PlayStation was able to get their footing as the strongholds. So if you hold on to this prime real estate, aka Halo, you're going to be able to stay in the race longer, even if eventually, like you said, you're going to run out of fumes. Halo has kept Microsoft in the run for the last 20 years.
Yeah, facts. I mean, they had a TV show. It was horrible, but they had a TV show.
Oh God, dude,
it was horrible. It was horrible. You should have Mandalorian that bitch and made him never take his mask off. Like why is Master Chief taking his mask off every 5 seconds? Like, I should have never known who Master Chief really was. Like,
dog, I'm over here having a heart attack because that's the very same sentiment that I had. Yeah. Why on earth you guys wanted to go against Disney Plus so bad with the Mandalorian that you just had to have him take his helmet? We should have never
seen Master Chief's face. Never seen it. All right, let's move into the top 10. Let's move into the top 10. I'm ready for it. I'm excited about the last games that's on here. Number 10. Zelda. Look, this is another OG Nintendo game. And I'll tell you this. Wasn't nothing like that damn golden cartridge that Zelda was in. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about none of the new ones. I don't care about that person. I got a Switch. I might go buy it just to have something to play. But to this day, the OG NES Zelda game for me, it with the golden cartridges, not because you could have got it with the regular gray cartridge, but then I knew you was poor. No, I want the gold cartridge NES Zelda game. I thought it was better than Mario. I think Zelda to me is the best Nintendo game that came out. Like, to me personally. He said he hated this game and the go kart. You are hated. You are tripping. That's blasphemy.
Now, Zelda was one of the games that people used to mess up the names. Everybody used to think that character on the screen name was Zelda when his name is actually Link.
I refuse to look, even though I know that the princess is Zelda and the fighter is Link. I refuse to this day to call this dude anything other than Zelda, because why are you naming this game after the princess that we don't play with?
We don't even play with. And the other thing I used to love about the whole Zelda franchise was on Fridays, Monday through Thursday, you had the Mario Brother cartoon, and then on Fridays they would put out the Zelda cartoon, and that joint that had crazy animation for the 80s.
Yep. Look, I love Zelda, man. I love Zelda. I just talked myself into going buy it for my Switch. Like, I don't see what I don't know what it's about, but I feel like they don't miss. The last one I played, I don't know the name of it, but he was riding a horse. He had a horse he could ride on.
Yeah.
He had a horse. But yeah, Zelda was my shit. And I see more people repping Zelda than I think anything else. They have the don't cuss me out, chat, but Trigon. It's called a Trigon. So I see so many people with that tattoo. They're rocking it like Zelda is serious business, cult like for it. But yeah, all right, let's move on. Okay. Top 10. So yeah, we getting nitty gritty now. All right. Look, let me get Zelda off the stage. Fighting games don't exist without this bad boy. It don't exist without this bad boy. Argue with your mom. It don't exist without Ryu, Chun-Li, M. Bison. Who is your before you even get into the gritty, who was your character? Who was your favorite character? Because everybody had their favorite character.
From the the iconic staple of it, Ken.
You like Ken?
I liked Ken because Ken had the raging dragon punch. That's what I like that. And
his uppercut was stronger, right?
Yeah, and I used to get talked about because I used to call, like you said, Link name ain't Link is Zelda.
Yeah,
I used to say Ryu, and some of the other kids in school they say no, his name is Ryu. Like
no, what they
his name is Ryu.
Yeah, it's Ryu. My character was Blanca. I love Blanca. I just, I didn't want to do too much. I just wanted to shot the shit out of you. That's all I wanted to get into. Like, I want to block my cousin Tony, his favorite character. What do you think my cousin Tony? You know my cousin Tony. What do you think his favorite character is?
Chun-Li.
Think about the personality of the character.
It's not Zangief.
No, that's not Tony. Come on now. I'll give you one more. Then I'll tell you.
Okay, one more. Sagat.
Oh. His favorite cut. Come on, man. It's conceited ass. It's just Vega.
Oh my God. I would have never called that.
His favorite character is Vega. He gotta keep the mask on the pretty face like that. I'm like, how you miss that, bro? But so that's another thing about it though. Like, bro, just the character list on this was so crazy. Yeah, Ken and Ryu are similar, but other than that, everybody else had their own. They're rocking their own thing, and even as it grows and it grows and it grows now, with more clear characters, they still have their own unique powers, and they still get down with it.
Yo, one thing that I love about Street Fighter is they saw the error of their ways. When Street Fighter created a 3D version, and it was just called Street Fighter EX or Street Fighter 3D, they saw how low the sales were because they were trying to keep up with Tekken and Virtual Fighter.
Yeah.
And as soon as they saw, oh, you know what, we don't belong in a 3D world, they went back to the 2D and 2.5D, and that's why they are still cooking now with Street Fighter 6, the Capcom World Tour, and Evo. The prize is $1 million.
Bro,
for Street Fighter 6.
Damn, $1 million.
Take home.
And then think about all the branch offs. Think about the Capcom versus Street Fighter, like Marvel. Like they've merged with so many different games. That's brought us so many different like heroes we would have never expected to be fighting against each other, and it's ridiculous. It's the OG, and I remember because Street Fighter started as an arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another one that jumped to the SNEX first. It went there, and you were able to play it at home, and that's crazy. They were starting to put these dope ass graphics of these arcade games into home consoles, and it used to go down. Oh, you got called out.
Man, this fool, he always. Hell, man. Ty's the originator of knowing how to hack a game.
Look, man. We told like Bright that he was able to come on. He could have called in. He could have logged in. He can keep these comments himself, man. He can keep these comments to himself. I want to hear that shit. You should have been here.
You should have been here. The greatest thing that we got from the Street Fighter movie, Jean-Claude Van Damme on cocaine through the whole film.
Whole movie.
And the soundtrack gave us Deion Sanders straight to my feet.
Yo, we're not making it up. Jean-Claude Van Damme was on cocaine for the entire movie. Like it is crazy. Let me get this man his login. Hold on. You got pull up some other fun facts while I'm getting this real quick. Because that's hilarious.
Now, because of Jean-Claude Van Damme being on cocaine throughout the whole filming of the movie, Universal told Capcom, we want to put a movie edition of the video game out. So Capcom wasn't really interested in fusing the two together. So they said, okay, we'll give you 6 weeks to make the game. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why Jean-Claude Van Damme's character guy only has a few moves is because he wasn't showing up to get motion captured to be able to have all his moves in the game. The developers.
Which character for this?
Guile.
Okay.
The developers, they were stealing money. They were bringing in college interns. It turned out to be one of the worst games of the year, and it won a Razzie Award as like the worst video game.
Which one was this?
The Street Fighter movie game.
The movie, yes, I remember that. It was trash. It was trash. But I will say one thing about that movie that holds it dear to it is Raul Julia. Raul Julia knew he was going through that he was dying
of cancer.
And he sent it. He did that movie for his kids, and that's why everybody's like, why is M. Bison so skinny or blah blah. But I'll tell you one thing: for a man, even if he wasn't dying, he played that role, bro. Yeah. He played the hell out of that role. Kudos to that man for showing up for that, because he didn't have to. But that's I just hats off to him. You know, Adam's Family is one of my favorite movies as well. So Shout out to him. Let's move on to that. But shout out to my boy Raul Julia. That's his name. A little sappy in my voice. A little bit sappy. Man, hold on. I just did. Hold on. Hey, Ty, I just did to you. It's there.
Just
Go
click
look.
enter studio.
Yeah, well, he don't see it yet. I said I'm gonna look. Trying to hold on. Anyway, we're gonna move on until he figure out how to get up in there. The next one on the list, number 8, since we're 9, 10 was Zelda, number 9 was Street Fighter. Let's move on to number 8. Hey man, NBA Jam.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Another one of those games that started at the arcade.
Yes, sir.
Started at the arcade. This is, I don't know if you remember, you remember Galaxy World?
Yeah, on Gary and North Avenue.
On Gary and North Avenue, bro. We used to go up to Galaxy World and just have a time. But NBA, the only thing that pissed me off is that, I want to play with the Bulls. And me playing with the Bulls, they want to give me Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. Don't nobody want Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant, man. We want Jordan and Pippen.
And at that time, we weren't privy to know about licensing and all that. And the reason why Mike couldn't be in the video game because he sold his likeness to Nintendo.
Right. Hold on. We got somebody knocked the door. Somebody in here. Tasco, what's up, man? Can you hear us? He changes his bricks. We can't hear you yet. Your mic ain't on. Fix your mic.
I'm good.
Oh, you good now? What's up, man? We on NBA Jam number 8.
Hey, I heard? Cirque know what's up, man, with that Capcom. I used to.
He came on here just to talk shit about Street Fighter.
Yeah,
he got selective memory.
What's that spot we used to go to on North Avenue in Glendale Heights?
Galaxy World.
Man, what?
Galaxy. We was just talking about Galaxy World, man. Galaxy World was the business.
Yeah, and then we used to go down 59 on the weekends. The one in Aurora.
Oh man, yeah.
I ain't go to that one. I didn't go to one in Aurora.
Yeah,
what was that one called?
That was Galaxy World too. And Lewis had him a fun night that night.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, come on now.
My bad.
Come on, sir. Come
on,
my
bad.
You know better.
I forgot we saved.
Yeah, okay. We save people. Let's get back to the list. We got people on the YouTube listening now. So let's get back to what we have for NBA Jam. Now, NBA Jam spawned something. We was talking about the rights that because Jordan at that time wasn't giving his rights out to video games. So you had to play with Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant on it. But shit, I loved go ahead.
Or you could have did like it was like Kukoc to somebody you could have played with, or Paxson.
What did they give you Kukoc?
So they gave you 3 options. You could have teamed up any of the 3, but as 2.
Got you.
Yeah,
but you were able to get Penny and Shaq, which that's what I was rocking at that time. So I rocked with Penny, Shaq, but at that time I was a Hornets fan. So you had Lonzo Mourning and you had Larry Johnson. Like I was Hornets.
Yeah, so like with the Magic, it was Penny, Shaq, and they gave you Nick Anderson too. You could choose Nick Anderson.
Yep.
So you could rotate any of those 3.
That game started something like it was before NBA Live, and so but I still feel and it's more arcadey, but you still needed that even in these games today. They heat up, they get their boosters on, and that all comes from NBA Jam. It's not as dramatic. And then remember they came out with the NFL one, NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
which was pretty much NBA Jam on the football field. But yeah, I think out of all the sports games for the NBA, you got to have NBA Jam on the list for this.
Yeah, and Ty sore loser when it comes to NFL blitz.
Man, I used to tell you off on that too, man. You didn't understand football.
He said you didn't understand. So I think he beat everybody in football. So
Hey.
they ain't no need to talk to him about football. Man.
Hey, remember there was codes you could put in for on the NBA Jam. You can make their heads big.
Yep. you can make them babies. You can make the head big. Yeah, you can do all that. But that was another. It was made by Midway, who made Mortal Kombat.
So I don't know if it's on. Do you have any? Before I talk about this game, that's similar to that. Do you have any football games on your list going towards?
We have one football. Yeah,
I'm sure it's not this one then. So you remember Game Day?
I remember Game Day. Yes.
Yeah.
For PlayStation, remember the commercial? Eddie George was calling in the PlayStation. He's like, "Hey, is Eddie George? Is Game Day ready?" They'd be like, "No, it's not ready." He kept calling in. On Game Day, you can make them little, tiny people, and they play real fast, or you can make them big. That was like the original real football game after the one that's on this list.
So Game Day was the precursor of the one that's on the list.
It was afterwards.
Okay.
So everybody know everybody know what we get into. So when we get to that game, we know when we get to that game, was BJ Armstrong in NBA Jam?
I think so. Yeah,
I think
he might have been there. Yeah, he might have been in NBA Jam.
Yeah,
good one there, Gina. Okay, listen. When we get to the football game, I got some knowledge on that. So let's move down the list because we're not there. All right, so number 7 on the list, Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Look, I was more of a Battlefield person myself. There was things about Call of Duty I don't like that they fixed, but I can't deny the fact that everybody and their mama played it and it was all about it and you get online. I just didn't like that it's going to sound funny because it's a video game, but it didn't seem real to me. I would like shoot somebody 30 times and they will run up to me with a knife and cut me once and I'd be dead. It didn't make sense to me. But the story mode on Call of Duty is where it was at. The story mode, I don't like online, but I did like the story mode for it. You can speak on anybody can speak on because I'm not really with it.
I never got into it, so I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah. The reason why I wasn't a Call of Duty guy is because it was just like getting a damn iPhone. It seemed like as soon as you get a Call of Duty, they releasing another one, and then an expansion pack, then DLC, and then it's for the mobile phones. I'm like, I'm straight.
I didn't understand why people didn't like Battlefield though, because Battlefield you could get it, you could fly the tanks, you could fly the planes. If you shot at a building enough with a tank, the whole building crumbled. If I was sniping you from 200 yards, I had to like aim up a little bit because the bullet would drop. And Call of Duty didn't have none of those like schematics in it. They do now, but they took it from Battlefield. But okay, cool. Hey, Call of Duty's number 7 because it's Call of Duty and it has to be. So moving on.
Understood.
I thought all the games I hated was done, but
it's for the culture. That's one for the culture.
Yeah. All right. Now we was just talking about it, so now we at it. Number 6 is Madden.
Bo Jackson.
He said Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. You can run the whole field opposite way and come back with nobody tackling you.
Bo Jackson. I thought it was Techno Bowl.
Dang, you right. It
was Techno Bowl. Yeah.
Yep.
Techno Bowl was pre-Madden.
Yeah.
And yes, you could run the entire field as Bo Jackson. But I will tell you something about Madden, how shady they was. A lot of people slept on Rainbow Six. That's true. That's facts. I think Rainbow Six, before we go on Madden, I think Rainbow Six came into a time where the field was too colluded. You know, you already had Battlefield, you already had, Call of Duty. There was only so many games, your mama was gonna go buy for $50. So I think that's why Rainbow Six ain't ain't hitting like that. Because honestly, Sony had a game called SOCOM that was fire. I think it was one of the first online games you could play, but I'm not gonna get into that. Never mind. Madden. Sega Dreamcast came out before 2K basketball. That was 2K NFL, and Sega made a game that was 10 times better than Madden, and they only charged you $20 for that game. It gave you the way that the games look now, the way you like it's 3D and you're running straight, not running just up the screen, is because the original 2K football game. And Madden knew that they had an inferior product. But guess what? Madden had a bigger bag than 2K did. So they bought the rights to the NFL, and you couldn't make no more NFL games, licensed games. Go ahead, see.
Okay, so when the Madden installment, when the Madden games first came out, it was solely for the Sega Genesis, right? So from 92 to 97, it was only for the Genesis. Sega didn't want to pay. Sega didn't want to pay for that license again for the NFL. And that's when the 98 version, it was for the SNES as well. And you're right. Sega played themselves by not choosing to license it again because, yes, their game was better, but because Madden had the money and they had the name, people didn't want to take a chance.
It was better and it was $20 cheaper. It was better and it was $20 cheaper. And Madden took all the what's that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, game. Bro, that your
They
phone
had,
looks
they had
like
it looked like they made them all the way up to like 2004, 2005.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
right.
probably.
And I don't recall going over nobody's house seeing a copy of it.
I didn't have one. I probably had like the second or third one. That was it.
Hey man, pull up that game day. Get your game day looking at. Like, what a Madden, what a 2K. But
hey,
no,
man.
but think about it, Madden is so dope that the players care. Real life players care what Madden rating is.
Yeah.
Madden is allowed on the field during training, during practice, during the real games. And they have people actually doing stats on these players so they can rank them in the game. Like, that's crazy to where that game has went to.
Have y'all ever did like the story, like full season mode?
Yeah, man, I'm a horrible CEO.
So
you too, Jack. You play the full story like season mode
on
for Madden?
No.
Yeah, I never got a chance to get around to that. Is it dope, Q?
It is though, but it's gonna stress you out because you in charge of the budget of the stadium, the defensive coordinators, the offensive coordinators, the head coaches, and then I gotta get on the field every Sunday and lace it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's stressful.
I got one more other quick question for Madden.
Go ahead.
The current ones that's out now, if a player gets injured and you're playing like the regular season at home, if a player gets injured in real life, when the game does an update, does it injure that player or
no?
That don't. Okay,
not in your season, no.
Okay,
but if you play, if you're just playing an exhibition match, like you say, if your roster's updated and you come into the house, right, let's just go play. Yeah, if that person's out for the season, then it'll update like that. But if you're in the middle of like your own season mode, it's not going to injure the player. No.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna drop a little knowledge on you because you just tried to shit on my game day. Okay.
Who shit?
You.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So what they were saying was it outperformed Madden and graphics in '98, right? And they was the first game that had total control passing, game day '99, right? And I mean, I'm reading, so I'm looking back and forth. is saying that it was so successful that in 95 and for the following years, it was considered the top selling, highest ranked football game, forcing Madden to improve its own gameplay. It declined when the PlayStation 2 came out. It struggled to keep up and innovate with the graphics. That's when Madden and NFL 2K took over. But it set the standard. So I'm ashamed of you because you're talking about video games. You haven't heard of Game Day. All right, what's the next one?
Okay. Next one. The next one is your mama's favorite game. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. I'm not saying that.
This is my joint right here.
Look, this game is ranked high. And at first it was kind of a joke to rank this game high, but it's like, no, literally, Wii Sport, when the Wii came out, if you had a party, tell me you didn't have a group of people on Wii playing bowling, playing tennis. Like the Wii, go ahead.
This could replace Netflix and chill.
This
Yeah,
could
like you could
replace
literally
Netflix and chill.
bowl. Like you want to bowl, play tennis, play golf.
I got that. Like what you want to golf? You want to come over to my house and golf? It's crazy. It's crazy work. That's wild.
If Tad was in the area when I lived in Bartlett, he'd be like, "Hey, you want to bet a couple games real quick?" And I already knew he was talking about Wii Sports. Once again, the king of cheating on video games. He knew where to stand exactly with bowling, and he had some little hack where he'd flick the controller a certain way, and he'd keep getting turkeys.
That's how.
And then after the game was over, he'd be like, "All right, see, thanks for this money tonight. Let me go get something to eat." And the nigga just leave.
That's how I bowl in real life. I overhand flip it. This was great technology. Like they were way ahead on the technology. It's not even a problem with it. I was gonna say the only problem, but it's not even a problem. The reason that it don't get notarized like that is just because how the characters look. It's like kids. If they made the characters like, you know what I mean?
Yo, but check it. My kids recently found the Wii. Like, I mean, what we talking? Like, we talking like 15? How many years old is this? And it still had us loaded up in there, and they still enjoyed that Wii like it was yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's still an enjoyable product. As much as the Switch sold or whatever, I don't think Nintendo has topped the Wii yet. I don't know if they can. They literally had our parents playing this game.
Yeah, the Wii Sports, the number one place it was purchased was in nursing homes.
Yes,
it made a major impact in nursing homes.
Yeah, it said it was a good workout. I didn't even know it exactly. It was a workout.
Remember they had that step up board where you can do like the aerobics on the step up and stuff.
I got that.
The only drawback that the fitness board had is that it told 80% of Americans that they were obese. It literally said, "Yeah, you're obese," and it was like, "Whoa." Because it's made for, it was made by Japanese, so they like $1.10. They like, this fast American get on here.
Yeah, your BMI is too high.
They like, oh yeah, we gonna have to change that.
But a lot of that technology also came from those add-ons on the Nintendo. Remember that Nintendo mat that you can do like the
racing, the
racing track, like track and field?
Yeah. It was good. All right, we almost there. We almost there. 4 more to go. So we at the top 4. Let me pull it up. Now this one here is a recent one, but it's too big not to talk about, and it had the best idea when it came out. So number 4 on the list goes to Fortnite. Smart. Call it what you want, but I'm gonna call it smart because they gave away this game for free, and they use your kids like crackheads. Is what they did. They gave them the first hit free, and they let them get on there, And then they said, oh, but you want to get that skin or you want to get that power up. Go tell your parents to come buy this power up real quick over here and buy this. Oh, you want the John Wick skin? Yeah, go tell them to pay for that too. Like they put it in everybody's hand and it was perfect. And now they're teaming up with movie studios and whatever's coming out, they team up with that product and they say, oh, Avengers is coming out. Now you can all be the Avengers if you buy that skin. Like it's crazy. Go ahead, anybody.
You got it, Ty?
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't like Fortnite, but once again, it doesn't matter what I like. I definitely know and agree 100% on why it's ranked so high. I don't know. To me, it's redundant, but maybe because it's an open world game where you could build as you're playing. That's what these kids, they like now. It's like the Roblox, the Minecraft. So you're able to build while you're playing and be able to get on teams and basically kill people. They basically put Call of Duty and Minecraft, slapped it together.
And they slapped it together. I'm gonna tell you what makes it so addictive. Because I was playing with my son and stuff when he was smaller. You play and you on your team and you keep losing and you keep losing. You're like, oh man, we almost won. And you keep playing. And you finally, after who knows how many games, you finally win. And now your dopamine is all kicked in. He's like, well, shit, let me run it back. I'm the champ. Like you can't stop me. I'm the champ now. And you run it back and then you don't win no more. And you're gonna keep, it's like it just plays with your mind, like to keep playing and keep playing. Like it is a crazy addictive game. I don't know how to do all the building and stuff. I just rather, do the shooting. But if you got some young kid that can build, it's a fun game. But their marketing strategy is perfect. And see, talk about what you said earlier about the mobile.
Oh yeah, Epic Games, the company that owns Fortnite, about 10 years ago, they went to the two biggest phone competitors, and they told Android and Apple, hey, whichever company will pay us the biggest licensing fee, we will remove our game from the other company's app store. And smartphones, Android, they paid that fee. And I remember if you tried to log on from your iPhone or iPad that same night, you could not get online. And for like 2 or 3 years, if you had an iPad or iPhone, you could not play Fortnite. That was some real devious, business tactic, but it made them a lot of money. And I got one more thing to add. The real reason I got an issue with Fortnite is because they robbed that kid and they never gave him no money.
Wait,
the one
who?
that the backpack kid. He did that. He
Oh,
created that dance, the floss,
And they took it.
and that game became so popular because of the game. And they didn't even get that kid now 0.5% of a royalty.
Nothing.
No payout, nothing.
Nothing. But he could have did like Carlton did, because Carlton sued when they put the Carlton dance in it. He sued. He's like, nah, you ain't about to do me like that. Yeah, Fortnite. It's
Yeah, I never played it, but of course, when it came out, my son he was on it off top, and I was just like, it's just some random game because you never heard of it before. It's something new, so you just thinking it's like some random game. Then you just keep hearing about it, and it just blew up. And then they start getting licenses and for like Cirque was saying and all that type of stuff. So, if once stuff get that far away and I ain't touch it, just like if it's a TV series and this is in the 3rd season, I'd be like, man, I ain't going back to watch that.
Right. It was crazy because when it came out, they have seasons, all right? So as you played it, as months went on, there was like this crack in the sky. And the crack kept getting bigger and bigger. So every day you would come, you'd be like, what the hell's going on with the crack? And when it got to the end of the season, it busted open and it turned into like a whole new game and a whole new level. Now they pulled you in again. They was like, "Oh shit! Now let me go see what that's about." Like the marketing is smart.
Oh yeah.
Marketing is smart. Top 3. We finally here. Top 3. All right. Number 3, top game of all time. Mario Kart.
I play that to this day.
To this
I
day.
won't smoke with anybody.
Don't ever walk up to me and say you want some Mario Kart. I don't care if you're a kid, if you're an adult, if you're a granny. Like, you gonna get Mario Kart stuff. Look at this dude with the Mario. You are gonna get.
I want all the smoke with him. All the smoke with him.
And look, and this is what we was talking about. Whether it was on the Wii, whether it was on the Switch, whether it was on any Nintendo. Mario Kart, like everybody wants to smoke.
Yeah.
Like you gonna see this banana peel. You gonna see this red shit. This is just one of those games that you can't talk about, you can't touch. Like I think it's enough said about Mario Kart.
Do we all agree that Mario Kart is one of those universal games that you could play with your kid?
You can play with your kid. Even people that don't play games will play Mario Kart. They will sit down with you and play Mario Kart because it's fun. It's just a fun game, and it's easy. Like, yeah, you can bring it with you. So yeah, Mario Kart is solidified.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
And it's more than just like a race game, because it's actually a battle. Like Train was just saying, like that green turtle shell. Or like I'll be playing it on the Switch, like that bullet will come out of nowhere and
that damn bullet, that dumbass bullet, bro. Or you gonna be pissing me off because you be in it.
I'm already knowing what you're gonna say.
That damn squid comes and be like, you can't see shit. I'm like, oh my god, they about to.
Or you in first place and that damn that lightning or that blue shell.
It's trick you, and then they all look stressful nights, bro. Sure. Stressful nights. Mario Kart, man. Like, look, Mario Kart number 3. Mario Kart number 3. All right, the top two games of all time. We are here finally.
I got a feeling where one of them is. I didn't even see what y'all did before number 11. But go ahead.
Number 2 should have been number 1 to me, no, but number 2 is going to be GTA, Grand Theft Auto, the franchise. But I'm going to focus on 5, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna focus on 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out when PlayStation 3 was out. We've been through PlayStation 3. We've been through PlayStation 4. We're on PlayStation 5. Damn near at PlayStation 6. That game is still playable because they update their online world every few months. They add something. They add a new mission. They do, and they don't charge you for the mission.
On 5 right now, still?
On 5 right now, they are still adding things.
You could go on the PlayStation Store and you could play it. Like, you could stream the game from your console. You just got to pay like $10 a month.
Yeah, it's crazy. Every time I go on there, I'm like, damn, this is a brand new game that I'm playing. If there was ever a game where you want to justify the price of it, oh, I gotta drop 70 for this. All right, that makes sense because I'll probably get to play you for 10 years. If you tell me I can play a game for 10 years, I'll pay 100 for it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, Q. Do you think that Grand Theft Auto 3 or 5 had a bigger impact?
Grand Theft Auto 3 had a bigger impact. Grand Theft Auto 5's polished it off well. It was they you know how they say, hey, he don't miss.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. They was like, boom. Then they hit with Vice City. And I was like, I don't really want a prequel. Vice City was the shit. And then they hit us with 4. And then it was the 5. Come on, bro. No. Grand Theft Auto hasn't missed since they relaunched it. And this is another game where all the parents went crazy because come on, all kids was doing, they was stealing the car, beating shit out the person, then going and getting the prostitute, taking the prostitute to the alley, making the car go, and then this is what kids are doing on this game. Like it was fucked up. Like, it was a really fucked up game. Like as I get older,
what they was making the car do.
As I get older, I was like, okay, maybe kids shouldn't play this shit, but I don't give a fuck. I played it. I also was 5 years old watching Titties Coming to America, so there's a lot of things I should have been doing, you know. So, hey, have at it. You know, I turned out all right. You know, but Grand Theft Auto, just for the longevity of it, the grand scope of it. And I feel like it's online. I feel like it has the best online experience of any game of all time.
Is 6 out or no?
No, 6 comes out November 19th of this year.
Why they keep pushing it back?
Because you don't rush perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
It's gonna be, bro. It's really gonna be like right now. It's like one city. You know what I'm saying? Like you just focus on one city. They say this one you're going to be able to travel to Liberty City. You're going to be able to travel to Vice City. You're going to be able to go like all over the place. They say it's going to be massive. Yeah,
okay.
Like, it's going to be a crazy. It's going to be a crazy game. 3 was no, I agree with that. I agree with that. 4 got everybody hooked on it. Yeah, 4 had the 4 was what, like the Ukrainian? Was that like the Ukrainian dude? I forget, but it was all fire. It was all fire. Grand Theft Auto's number 2. So with that being said, if you know Grand Theft Auto was number 2, I think we can all understand who's number 1 on the greatest of all time. Who's the GOAT? Ty?
Take it away, Ty.
Like I said, I came in at number 11. So
GOAT of video games.
Hold on. I didn't see the rest of the countdown, but I'm gonna give you 2 that should be there.
Okay.
That I didn't see in the top 10. Either Mortal Kombat.
That was already there.
It was already there. Or then it's gotta be James Bond.
That was already there. You missed James Bond.
That was in the top 10, baby. Okay, hold on. GOAT? You talking about Mario Brothers?
Thank you. The GOAT of video games is this little Japanese Italian plumber. This is the GOAT of video games. Call it what you want. It ain't not my GOAT. You know how they be saying about not my GOAT, but
your top 10 was whack. I just gotta tell you that.
Bro, this is Mario, bro.
No, number 1. No, this is definitely number 1.
This is number 1.
But you like 5 of those 5 through 10 suspects.
You can't hold on 1 second. Hold on a second. Mario Kart was number 3, Gina. Mario Kart was number 3. we just did Mario Kart. It was number 3. But no, Mario has standed the test of times. This man's been here since 82. Yeah. Every iteration. The man just came out with a movie 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not beating this man.
This is right.
We're going to, I hope we're going to all agree that most of the Mario games are good, except for Super Mario Brothers 2. That's the only one.
I hated that game.
Hold on. Be on something that makes you not you and play Mario 2, and then come back to me.
It was different, bro. Like it was.
You know why it was different? Because it wasn't meant to be Mario. That's why it was different. Yeah, it was never meant to. I don't remember what they were. They were trying to make a different game, and somehow reason they had to make Mario 2, and that's why it's so different from all the other games.
Japan had another system called the Super Famicom, and you were able to play Nintendo games and early SNES games on it. And Q is 1,000% correct. It was originally meant to be a different game, and when they tested it with the CEOs of Nintendo America, they said, "No, this isn't going to work because no one is going to play this." So they changed the colors and the images of some of the characters in that game, and then just slapped Super Mario Brothers 2 on it. That's why it's the only one that doesn't blend in, because it was never meant to be a Mario
It
game.
doesn't feel like Mario at all.
And that's why part 3. That's why part 3 was one of the best ones, because they came back with a
Part
vengeance.
3 is the GOAT of Mario games. When you was able to put the raccoon tail on and fly, that was a go. All right, we on here for a minute. Let's just run through the top 20 so we can get up on out of here. All right. Ty wasn't here for the beginning, so I'll tell you the honorable mentions. Honorable mentions was Mega Man, Oregon Trail, The Sims Online, Tetris, Pong, Contra, Turtles in Time, and Mike Tyson Punch Out. Those were the honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. Okay.
Yeah, honorable mentions. All right, now we're at the top 20. Top 20. Hold on, let me see this again here.
World of Warcraft.
Top 20 is World of Warcraft. 19 was Sonic the Hedgehog. 18, Final Fantasy. 17 was Metal Gear.
You spelled it wrong.
Whatever. 16 is God of War. 15 is Resident Evil. This is what you was looking for. 14 is GoldenEye.
That's top 10, baby. That's top 10. That could come out today. It's gonna sell out.
Hey, if you were here for that conversation, we do not disagree with you.
Yeah.
We don't disagree with you. Yeah, we don't disagree with you. 13.
Go ahead. Another top 10.
13 is Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
12 is Pac-Man. What you hating on Pac-Man?
Pac-Man's a top 10 game. It's just like Mario.
This ain't our list.
Yeah.
Oh, whose list is this?
This is a combination of sales, cultural impact, and popularity.
Okay, I apologize. I thought this was a personal list.
It's not a personal list. No, not a personal list.
Okay, gotcha.
11 is Halo. 10 is Zelda. 9 is Street Fighter. Let me ask you this real quick. Do you think Mortal Kombat is overall bigger than Street Fighter as like importance?
It's bigger than Zelda. Movies, the whole 9. Get over here. Like it's,
but not game. Anyways. Number 8, NBA Jam.
That's the top 10.
Number 7, Call of Duty. Number 6 was Madden.
Man.
Number 5 was Wii Sports. Number 4 was Fortnite. And I think Fortnite wins for the test of this time because like we're still in the Fortnite like clutches on it. Like talk to me in 20 years. I don't know if Fortnite will still be there. Number 3, Mario Kart. Number 2, GTA. And number 1, the GOAT of video games, and it ain't close, is Mario.
Yeah, that Mario is a couple. There's probably like 3 in that 10 that could have been outside the 10 to bring like a couple in, but I get it's not y'all list.
It was hard to do. It was hard to condense, 40 years of video games into just 20. We should have did it like we did the cartoon. We did the top 50 and broke it into 2 episodes. But
because it was some ones that we struggled. And Ty, our brother over here, he made me feel like shit when he was going over my list.
Oh, you need to relax.
Why?
I'm talking about he eviscerated my personal list.
I just asked questions.
What he eviscerate?
Bro.
Let me hear your list.
Okay.
Questions.
And then Quinn, I want you to tell me. I want the same reaction.
And no, it's because look, it's you know C. So you know C has his particular style of games. And he's like this. I was like, I said, you know, you didn't put, I forgot what you didn't put on there. But I was like, so you didn't put, it was like some of them were like obvious.
Okay.
And he had like, go ahead, go your list.
Super Mario, Tetris, Dead to Rights, Into the Matrix.
Dead to Rights. No, Dead to Rights is not a top 20 game of all time. Okay, keep going.
Lucky and Wild.
What you say?
Lucky and Wild.
What is that?
One of the most popular arcade games in the late 80s and early 90s.
Lucky and Wild.
It was based off it was based off the movie Tango and Cash with Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone.
And what system was that? Nintendo?
No, it was an arcade game, and one person would drive while the other person can shoot. And if you was good enough, you could drive in and shoot at the same time.
If I saw the arcade, I probably.
Yeah, if you guys saw the arcade, you definitely played it. Okay. The next one, Tommy Lasorda Baseball, Vector Man, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
No, go back to Vector Man.
Vector
Go
Man.
back to Vector Man. Top 20 of all time. See?
But I didn't input really the verbiage of this. I was going under the impression of
let me pull up this comment here. So it said WWE Donkey Kong didn't make the list.
That's it right there.
I agree. If I could, I will put WWE No Mercy on Nintendo 64 in this list. If it was just mine, WWE No Mercy 64 would be a top 5 video game to me, but it's not my game. It's not hold on. Keep going, see, because look what it says.
Oh man, I'm finna go to sleep on y'all, man. Y'all tripping.
You need to go sleep on that list. That's what you need to go sleep on. Hey man, we almost at 2 hours. This was fun. This is fun.
What
so that you would put on there?
Did you what's not on there
what's not on there that you would put in there?
Ninja Turtles.
We put Ninja Turtles
was an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it literally got cut 2 hours before we came on. It got cut from the top 20.
Donkey Kong was honorable mention.
Nah, we should have probably Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country. You talking about Donkey Kong Country?
Whatever.
Or the arcade one. Donkey Kong Country should have been an honorable mention.
What's that race car
she got
game?
a good one. God
Cruising
dang
USA, Cruising
USA. That was on my list.
Cruising USA and Tiger Woods. This is why I'm saying to compact this into 20 games. And we started off from the top. Hold on. We started off from the top saying, don't yell at us. All your games is not going to be on here. That don't mean your game ain't a great game or worthy of it. It's just hard to compact 40 years of video games into just 20. We should have did
no basketball, no NBA.
I don't see you know what? My favorite NBA is Live 95.
Oh, hell yeah.
Live 95 is the epitome of basketball to me. But if you do nostalgia, it's double dribble. But you know what I'm saying. You know, cut scenes, they had the dunk. There was no real dunk. They had to do a cut scene of them.
I was just watching some video of that the other day. It's like, damn, the national anthem.
Yes, they had the fake teams on it. Ridge Racer, Need for Speed. Yeah, Need for Speed was my shit. What's the one? Gran Turismo for PlayStation. There's so many. Hey,
Excite
nobody.
Bike.
Excite Bike. For the
Yeah,
NES?
Excite Bike.
Come on,
you
man.
used to make your own courses. Excitebike is crazy. We should have probably stuck Excitebike in there.
Yeah, Excite
should've-
Bike was dope.
Hey, man.
What else? I know
Ultra Beast, Castlevania.
I can't give Ultra Beast. Go back and play Ultra Beast and see how dope it is now.
Streets of Rage
Like-
2.
The Wolverine, the werewolf.
Which one?
He talking about Ultra Beast. What's the other one you just said? See,
Streets of Rage 2.
Streets of Rage 2 was good, but I can't get. Come on, man. We talking about upper echelon.
I'm talking about. There's no basketball games. You got NBA Jam on that. Man, don't mind me. I'm a late bloomer.
Oh yeah, we do have basketball on there. Right. We do have basketball on there. Yeah, we got. We don't have no. Well, we don't have no baseball. We don't have no hockey.
Hey,
Anywho.
that hockey game on Nintendo.
Wayne Gretzky.
Was it that?
No, I wasn't Wayne Gretzky because it's
Wasn't-
which someone let me drop the glove so I could fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
U.S.
I
versus
could drop the
Canada.
glove so I could fight. That's all I wanted to do was fight in hockey. That's it.
That was my
That's-
game.
Man,
Some ice. I forgot what
it's
it's called.
it's 10:50. Getting up out of here.
Yeah, this was a doozy. We probably should have broken it too, because some of the games on my list definitely should have been on the list.
Hey. Yeah,
y'all remember-
it would have been on the first episode. 50 to 25. It would have been over. It would have been over there. Hey, they would have made it though.
Did any of
Yeah,
y'all have the Sega
hey,
CD?
It would have been fucked up if yours would have been honorable mentions on the 50 to 25 version.
You said Sega CD time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now we can do consoles. Now we come back and do. Now that'd be easy to do. Top blah blah consoles.
It was some dope consoles that got like canceled immediately. Sony had didn't Sony have one before?
Dreamcast is
3DO.
the console. Dreamcast should have never got canceled, but Sega decided to start just making games. But Sega Dreamcast started a lot of stuff that was implemented by other consoles.
Well,
Sega
Sega
Saturn.
CD was before that.
Sega CD,
And
Sega
Saturn.
Saturn. Yeah, but Sega Saturn was going up against what? Genesis and SES, and Saturn, Genesis, and Super Nintendo.
Well,
That's what
Genesis was Sega. That was all
Yeah,
Sega.
yeah. Sega
Wait,
Saturn
no.
was going against
I'm
PS1.
sorry, PlayStation.
Yeah, it was going
PlayStation,
against
Sega Saturn,
PS1 and the N64.
and N64. That's what the lineup was. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Now it's only two systems.
yeah.
It's about to be only one because Xbox about to tap out. Xbox about to tap out. I mean, y'all enjoy y'all night. Ty, you got anything you want to say to the people? Peace. Love it. Light skin. Cirque money.
Yes, sir. When we come back, one of the topics we're gonna go over is why is it people that have money and success, why do they keep doing dumb things? What why do they want to make their life difficult? So that's one of the topics we're gonna come back with. I don't know if we back next week or the week after.
We back next week.
Yeah. So we're gonna definitely get into like why is it with people that have all the opportunities in the world, why do they seem to just want to deny God's blessing and keep making things hard for themselves?
Are you speaking on someone in particular?
Yeah.
He gonna talk about it. Hey, for sure, because we definitely back next week because I gotta talk about the Brandy Wanye Morris thing. I gotta talk about Gucci getting kidnapped. I gotta talk about Tiger Woods. I gotta talk about Tiger Woods flipping that SUV and then calling Donald Trump. I gotta talk about all this. Hey,
I do want
This
to say
has
something
been-
before we go.
go ahead.
Well, go ahead, finish.
No, I finish.
No, go ahead, finish. Oh, you want the last word? Okay, Jenny Jones. All right, Jenny Jones.
Go ahead, man. You answer my pot.
No, but I just want to let everybody know next Thursday at 8, I'm starting my own podcast. So tune into my Facebook. My podcast starts next Thursday at 8.
Hey.
I want to talk about like, why people who got money do stupid shit. You know what I mean? And I want to talk about, Brandy and Wanye, and I want to talk about
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, how he called Trump. Like, I want to talk about that next Thursday on my
Hey,
Facebook.
hey man,
So,
this has been
Let them know what y'all got going on next Thursday, but that's what I'm doing next Thursday.
this has been the top 20 video games of all time. Thank y'all for tuning into I Snuck In Here
Hey,
podcast.
Anthony, Gina, come to my page next Thursday, 8 p.m.
Sneak into Taco's podcast next week, like we will, because it'll be this one. But when y'all sneak out, don't get caught by the cops later.